Woo, baby! It's the finals of the end of the year 2022 Bourbon Blind Battle to see who's going to take down Whiskey of the Year. And in today's video, that's right, it's the finals. It is the Driftless Glen Single Barrel Tasters Club pick versus Barrel Bourbon Batch 32 versus Blood Oath Pact 8. All right, for today's video, we've got the fancy tasting glasses out. We're going with the long necks. We got A, B, and C listed on the bottom of each one. So we're gonna go ahead and get these poured in, figure out which one goes where. I think that will go there. This will go here. Okay, so we're going to do the Driftless Glen is going to go in glass A, because it is the smallest bottle, so it is a smaller bottle. That's what we're going with. Driftless Glen, glass A. Barrel Bourbon Batch 32 is going to go in glass B, once again, because it's a whole bunch of B's in Barrel Bourbon and Batch. So Barrel Bourbon Batch 32 going in glass B. Those are pretty even. And last but not least is going to be the Blood Oath Pact 8 going in glass C, because that was the last glass left. So that's what we're doing. Glass A, B, and C. Blood Oath Pact 8 in glass C. See if that lines up. That's pretty good as well. So that's the battle. Let's get into it. Let's see who's gonna win Bourbon Whiskey of the Year for 2022. Okay, I just realized I can't spin them with one in the middle, because then I'll know which one the one in the middle is. So I gotta kind of go triangle wise, sort of triangle, and then be careful because they're all top heavy long necks. So I gotta be careful when I'm spinning. Ready? Here we go. End of the year blinds, spinning them around, hoping they don't spill while I have my eyes closed. And then even because I know the wood has some different patterns on it, here when I stop spinning, I'm just gonna kind of try and get them all lined up in a row without really looking much and hope that we're here. So, okay, here's 2. Line those up. There's 3, okay. So, we've got all 3 lined up and ready to go. We've got our water ready to go. This is how we're gonna do it. For the purposes of the tasting, this is gonna be glass 1, glass 2, and glass 3. So this is for the finals, for who's gonna win Bourbon of the Year, for me at least. And remember, this is out of the ones that I've had on the year. There's plenty of bourbons and whiskeys out there this year that I did not get the opportunity to have. But out of the ones that I've had this year, these are what I've narrowed down to the top 3. So here we go, glass 1 on the nose. Give it a little swirl in this special tasting glasses today, the fancy ones for when the grandparents come over. Getting apple cinnamon. Apple cinnamon on glass 1. Glass 2, spin it around a little bit. I'm looking good today in this sweater, I gotta say. Ooh, even more apple cinnamon, hold on. Okay, maybe a little bit more sweet oak there. Maybe some sugar. In this one, much more appley. Interesting. I don't remember getting apple notes on 2 of them before. Okay, and then the nose on the 3rd. Spin it up a little bit. Okay, that one's definitely the most different of the 3. That one's a lot of caramel, some red fruits, almost a little bit of licorice in there, some like cherry licorice. All right, so we've nosed them. They all smell very good, which is why they're in the top 3 of the year. Okay, this one is smelling now more almost doughy, more doughy on this one now. Glass 2. Yeah, more apple-y there on glass 2. Almost like a those apple cinnamon kind of juice packet things that the kids like. And this one's got more other spices on there, like some clove, some allspice almost. All right, we've smelled all three. They all smell very, very good, so I'm not gonna be able to make a decision based on the nose alone. We're gonna get into the taste, see which one's gonna take down Bourbon of the Year. Oh, that's so good. That's a really good bourbon. That one's buttery. We got cinnamon, sugar. It coats the tongue so nice with caramel, with vanilla. Gets into a little bit, just a hint of sweet oak on there. I can definitely see why this one made it to the end of the year top 3 for me. Okay, glass 1, really, really good. Cleanse the palate, glass 2. All right, glass 2. It'll be hard to top glass 1. It was really good, but we'll see what glass 2's got. It smells so good. Oh, it's so good. I think I know what glass 2 is, just because the flavor profile from this one bottle is so different than all the others. It's a lot of apple, which makes me think this is the Blood Oath Packed 8. Apple, cinnamon, baking spices, little bit of almost rye spices in there. All right. Let's cleanse the palate one more time, go into glass 3. A lot of spices up front. Almost just a hint of harshness up front on those spices. So if I'm gonna narrow it down to the top 2 glasses out of these 3, which I'm gonna do right now, just based on the initial nose and the initial taste of the first 3 glasses, well, the last 3 glasses, I think glass 3 is gonna go ahead and move into the back into the 3rd place. That one's gonna be back in 3rd place. Just a little bit harsh up front. It's really, really good. Don't get me wrong. It's gotta be really, really good to get into the top 3 for Bourbon of the Year. But I don't think it stacks up to glass 1 and glass 2. Even though, in fairness, I think I know which glass is which at this point, just because they all have pretty unique flavor profiles from each other. I'm gonna do my best to drink glass 1 and glass 2 and just pick out the one that I like the best without thinking about what it is. I think I'm gonna have to do a rapid back and forth without changing the palate, see which one hits me best here to determine the winner. Glass 1. Oh God, it just coats the mouth so good. Glass 2. But that one's got such a unique flavor profile. Oh my gosh, these two. It's so close. It's so close on these two. I think this is Barrel Bourbon Batch 32. I think this is Blood Oath Packed 8. They're both so good. I have to pick a winner though. The legs actually look better on glass 1 here, if I'm being honest. Gotta pick a winner though, somehow, some way. It's almost impossible at this point because they're both incredibly good. Like, they're both really excel in different areas. Glass 1, the way that it coats your tongue, it just leaves like an oily, buttery, creamy all over your tongue. It's like dipping a cookie in some butter. And then glass 2, even though it doesn't coat the tongue as well, the flavors on the palate are incredible. Yeah. It's apple, spice, pie. It's so good. It does, glass 2 does go just a little bit quick through the palate. It's there and then it's gone. So let me try glass 2, see which one lingers longer. It's so good. It's so hard picking one here. What's it gonna come down to? I think it's gonna come down to just how one coats the tongue and leaves the lingering flavors in there. One is better at leaving the flavors in there longer. Even though they both have incredibly, insanely good flavors, one sticks around longer for me. I think, honestly, if glass 2 stuck around a little bit longer, it would have won. But because it did not, it's gonna be taken down by glass 1, which is officially now my bourbon whiskey of the year for 2022, which is, yes, it's glass B. It's Barrel Bourbon Batch 32 is the winner. Congratulations. I knew I loved this bourbon early on. I didn't even rate it on the S tier throughout the year. The Blood Oath Pact 8 was the only one that I rated on the S tier. Is this the Blood Oath Pact 8? Yes, it is. That's number C. That's the Blood Oath Pact 8. So in first place is Barrel Bourbon Batch 32, followed by Blood Oath Pact 8, and then it was the Driftless Glen coming in third with number C. So wait, number A? Yes, number A. Number A. Got confused there for a second. Rewind to the beginning if you don't believe me, but that's how it was. So there you have it. The bourbon whiskey of the year from Whiskey Tears for me for 2022 in a blind matchup between all three of these amazing bottles. The Driftless Glen, the Blood Oath, which I think has the best flavor profile overall out there, but it's so very close to the winner, the Barrel Bourbon Batch 32. This one just hangs on the tongue and coats the tongue so amazing. If you guys haven't tried this bottle yet, I highly suggest you do it. So there it is, the winner of my first ever Whiskey of the Year award, Barrel Bourbon Batch 32. Let's go 2023 bourbon, whiskey, everything on this channel, Whiskey Tears. My name is Justin. Thank you for being here. Make sure you hit like and subscribe to see all the future videos. I appreciate you so much. Have a great new year.